Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, things are getting weird. And by weird, I actually mean things that you once thought wasn't true or thought was a conspiracy theory are now starting to come to light. And one of those things happened to be the unaliving of California rapper Drakeo the Ruler. Now I think at this point we all know there had to be foul play involved, but I also think to admit that a lot of other things will be revealed, so people tend to just stay out of it. And Drakeo the Ruler has been gone since December of 2021, making it just 5 years since his passing. So being that his death was not only caught on camera, but it happened backstage at a big event, so why haven't there been any arrests in the death of Drakeo the Ruler? Now also, if you remember, his family filed a lawsuit for $20 million against Live Nation and other companies that were involved in the festival. It was due to the lack of protection in the venue, leading to Drakeo's demise. Then his father will go public and also let it be known that it may be more to the story, as there's people that knew what was going to happen, and he believes this has happened to his son because the city of LA just didn't like him due to him beating the body charges and other charges he had previously, which oftentimes does happen, as we always explain how whenever you beat the police in the court of law, whether you believe it or not, but you become a target for them because they feel that you got over. No matter how much they know whether you did something or not, you have to be able to prove it in the court of law, because it's not what you know, it's what you could prove. And if you can't prove it, then case is dismissed. Now aside from the father making those claims about a year ago during his interview with No Jumper and other ones, you now have Poetik Flakko coming out of nowhere saying that if LAPD continue dragging their feet with this case, then he himself is going to reveal who's the #1 suspect and call it out, because it's been way too long for there not to be any arrests or nothing. Now I think we all know who may be the #1 suspect in this case. Seeing as though Poetik Flakko is in a rush to do the police job, I'll let him do it. But I think it's clear as day by now. To make the rabbit hole even deeper, as of 2 days ago, it said that the people who Drakeo's estate filed a lawsuit against, which is Bobby D Presents Inc., is seeking to exit the lawsuit because they're saying they had no legal duty of securing Drakeo, neither did they book him or have any involvement in organizing or producing the festival. They also went on to say that they didn't have any responsibility for hiring security for the event, nor do they own the land in which the festival was held on. Therefore, they're seeking an exit and would no longer want to be a part of that lawsuit. Now it's also strange because we're also hearing that Kash Patel, which is the FBI director in New York, is said to allegedly be investigating Empire Records for allegedly having involvement in the unaliving of their artists whenever music deals go wrong to avoid paying. Now keep in mind, all of this is alleged. We don't know how credible the article or tweet is, but we do find it ironic how it comes out now, especially after Kash Patel's emails have been hacked and there's some strange things that they're saying was found in his email. Now when it comes to the whole investigation, they also said that Kash Patel wouldn't go further yet because he doesn't have enough sufficient evidence. So I guess we just gotta wait and see how that goes. But in the meantime, we're gonna get into all that, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video onto the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
Talk about this. I mean, it seems like it could be, you know, dozens of people involved in a conspiracy, so it's pretty easy to imagine somebody deciding to talk about it at some point.
A lot of them up there knew what was going down. A lot of them up there knew what was going down. Everybody ain't just in the dressing room. Everybody ain't just in the back.
Definitely. So why did you decide to come out and do interviews after, 4 or so years of silence?
Like I said, I feel in my spirit, this is the time and something's gonna happen.
Really?
think the universe is finna crash in.
And you just felt like you wanted to get ahead of it and sort of speak your piece?
I just felt like this is the time for me to, like I said, I wasn't trying to, as soon as it happened, be out there trying to clout chase or all this stuff. I just felt like, this is the time for me to let them know. And my very firm, hard speech is, whoever you are, and whatever group you are, you're gonna reap what you sow. Every last one of you. Like the idea that he had got away with, that he beat those charges anyway. They looking at it like justice is served. They like justice is served. That's how they looking at it. They ain't finna go out their way to investigate somebody that they don't like. And if he's still alive, they be investigating. If he was still alive right now, they'd be doing a lot of investigating now, trying to catch him doing something. But now that he's dead, they not finna investigate anything. Nothing, not a damn thing. The only person that's gonna investigate is the faith. And faith is gonna investigate to the fullest. And the faith is gonna swim through all of that and grab each individual and hold them responsible. Faith is. Let's see if they can run from that. They're not gonna make it, bro. Ain't no hiding and ducking.
Now for y'all that don't remember what happened to Drakeo the Ruler, real quick, let's jog your memory. At the Upon a Time in LA Music Festival, Drakeo would attend as he walked backstage. People who witnessed everything says that Drakeo wasn't even there that long before he would come in contact with guys who he considered his ops. It's rumored that the people who attacked him seemed like they were there waiting especially for him, and when the fight broke out, Drakeo would be standing front and center as he fought off his attackers with his entourage. But during the fight, he would be stabbed in his neck, and during the scuffle, he was the only one that suffered that type of injury. When it was all said and done, Drakeo was taken to a nearby hospital where he was later pronounced deceased. Now, many of us had questions because why was a weapon able to get backstage at that event? But also, where was security to break everything up? Because when the scuffle was going on, it lasted for a good amount of time before he was stabbed. Now, upon those and many other questions, this would prompt his mother and his estate to file a complaint in February of 2022, stating that the festival failed to provide adequate security. And even if Bobby D Presents Inc. isn't held accountable, then someone needs to be held accountable because this man's life was lost at a venue, not just there, but behind the stage. There's no way that nobody will be held accountable for a whole body in an open venue because someone does due to the lack of keeping everybody safe at a whole venue. What if it wasn't an artist? What if it was actually one of the fans that attended this event? Would they have the same energy for the fan and say that maybe the fan needed its own security? No, the venue is supposed to make sure everybody that attend that venue is made secure, no matter whether you're an artist or a fan, but especially an artist. Now it's 2026, y'all, and with all of this coming out once again, you now have No Jumper co-host Poetik Flakko alleging that he knows who the suspect is in the stabbing and how it even happened. So if LAPD don't do anything pertaining to the investigation and keep dragging their feet, then he's just gonna go ahead and put a video out describing everything that took place. Now let's get into what Poetik Flakko had to say in regards to Drakeo, as he would take to his IG story to say, quote, "There's an arrest coming very soon in a famous LA rapper's death. My video dropping once I get the green light to name the #1 suspect. The only reason the arrest hasn't happened yet is because they're building a conspiracy and don't want another famous rapper to flee. I don't want to interfere. If LAPD drag their feet another month, I'm dropping the content." Now y'all have to pay attention to what he's saying because he seemed like he actually knows something. I don't know how true what he's saying is, but he's alleging that there was a famous rapper's death that happened in LA that another famous rapper is being accused of, and soon he will drop the video if LAPD drag their feet because basically they know exactly who they want. Why they didn't make an arrest yet, who knows? But this is more interesting because coincidentally, not only did social media automatically mention Drakeo the Ruler, well, it came out that Cash Patel is allegedly doing an investigation on Empire Records concerning 7 popular artists who lost their lives, where they're claiming before their deaths they had issues with payments coming from Empire Records, allegedly. So coincidentally, they lost their lives. Now I'm really not sure how credible these accusations are, so take it with a grain of salt. But one Twitter user speaking on the accusation was state quote, FBI Director Kash Patel reportedly announced yesterday that an investigation into Empire Records is underway, stating that once sufficient evidence is gathered, the entire company could face charges. This development follows claims that artists like XXXTentacion, King Von, Young Dolph, Mo3, and PNB Rock had issues with payments from the label before their deaths, something Patel reportedly described as odd and suspicious. Mind you, bro, he was caught doing some wild-ish a week ago. Now they would proceed to mention the names of Doe B, DJ K-Slay, Drakeo the Ruler, King Von, Mac Dre, Mo3, PNB Rock. Now once again, we're not so sure how true this is, even though we did find an article talking about it, which it seems like that Twitter user got his information from that article as well. Now whether it's true or not, I do find it interesting how all of this is basically coming out at the same time, but also if you're an OG member of this platform, y'all know that we've been telling y'all about Empire and their artists during our lives. Whether the information is really a thing, we do believe that something ain't right over there when it comes to their artists, especially being that all 7 of their deaths were weird the way they occurred. Not to mention there's way more than 7 of their artists that was unalive, with one of the recent ones being Young Dolph. But then you have XXXTentacion, and there's a few others, but the point about that is this. A lot of their artists have lost their lives in weird instances, and some of them even months apart from each other. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they did say that Nipsey Hussle may or may have not had some type of partnership with 300 as well. I'm not sure. So I don't know, but y'all let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments. Who do y'all think Poetik Flakko is referring to being the suspect in Drakeo's unaliving? And do y'all think that there will be an investigation into Empire about their artists? Y'all let us know what y'all think about this whole thing. Don't forget to like, hype, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out. Are you tired of a bunch of social media gurus promising you results with their course, but all they do is take a bunch of information off YouTube and Google, then sell it to you? Well, look no further. Our YouTube Tips and Tricks Masterclass course comes equipped with SEO tips and tricks, along with methods we use to growth hack our YouTube channel. It also includes step-by-step ways to publish your video before uploading to guarantee a great SEO score, therefore your videos can rank and be shown to a bigger audience. Views and subscribers don't come by luck, and just how YouTube have an algorithm, you should have one as well that can guarantee you results. We doing websites and softwares we personally use to generate money creating Faces YouTube channels. If you also would like to skip the process and just buy other pre-built accounts, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, we also threw that in there for you too. We went through trial and error, so you don't have to. Click the link in the description or the comments and get started today.